Good morning, peace be with you. It's about 9:50 on Tuesday. Let's see, Eid was the 24th Sunday, Monday's the 25th, today's the 26th. 26th May 2020, about 10 minutes to 10. This message is for everybody, but it's focusing on Christians, Jews, and Muslims, because this is the three Abrahamic faiths, monotheistic faiths that emanated out of Abraham, peace be upon him, and his line of prophets, the prophets that came through him, out of the many, many others. Christians like to create a mysterious subplot, backstory, whatever you want to call it, narration about the secret mission of Jesus and how he evolved his journey from being just to the Jews and then to the whole human race, and coming up with all these explanations for their misguidance, all their rationalizations for their misunderstandings. And it's been going on for so many hundreds of years that many, 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 many millions of Christians believe it as the gospel, that he's God, that he bled and died for people's sins, that people are automatically saved if they believe in Jesus. No, that's not this is a tremendous misguidance, but it's just like how the COVID virus is tied into the New World Order plot to take over the world. Yeah, it's part of the plot, but it's also killing people. So while we have to be aware that this whole COVID-19 virus thing is a false flag event, and it's covering a lot of things that are being done in the name of our safety to basically strip us of our freedoms and to do further, you'll see, it's all coming down just like the prophecy said. Okay. By the same token, the religions have evolved to such a way that to say things that aren't true. Look at what happened just in our lifetime. In my lifetime, since Kennedy, they're still pushing one shooter did it. Tom Hanks gets on CNN a few years ago, and I'm thinking, oh, great, he's going to blow the top off of the story. No, he doubles down. One shooter. Come on. 9/11, same thing. 4 planes did it. 2 planes hit the towers. Come on. The thing vaporized in midair. The towers vaporized in midair. They turned into dust. It was directed energy weapons. We don't even have a clue what happened on that day. It was all a kabuki theater for the masses to hide how they really took those buildings down, or rather took them out completely, evaporated them into the air. Dust. When you look at the pile of rubble and you look at those buildings, you go, where happened to the rubble? Like Judy Wood goes, the Dr. Judy Wood, who's an expert genius engineer, says, where'd the buildings go? Where'd the towers go? Yeah, they carted some of the evidence off to China and other places, but still, there was nowhere near the amount of mass that should have been there. So what I'm here to say is this. You guys make analogies and make up stories about Jesus to fill in the blanks to justify your misguidance. Let me give you an analogy of mine, okay? Just like Moses guided the children of Israel out of bondage and purified their people by getting rid of the ones who worshiped the golden calf and took them to the promised land, so it is today in the 21st century with the Muslims. The Muslims are the chosen people now. We are the custodians of monotheism in this world. The Jews dropped the ball. The Christians went sideways and started worshiping Jesus. The Muslims are the monotheists, which is what all the prophets and messengers from all time immemorial came to give the message about, is monotheism. Muslims are carrying the ball right now. Muslims are the custodians of monotheism in this world, what the Jews were originally commissioned to do and failed. Okay, as a people. There are individual Jews, okay? I'm not a bigot, I'm not an anti-Semite. I'm talking about organizational activity here. Each person goes before Allah on the day of judgment, 1-to-1. There's no chartered trips or group interviews. And I take people, my parents always taught me to take people the same way, 1-to-1. You don't judge people by their religion or by their race or by their social identity. You take them 1-to-1. You get to know them, and then you make a decision on them. You don't judge people by their labels. Labels can be misleading. There's over 70 misguided sects each of Jew, Christian, and Muslim. So we have to define who we are, and so it's just like the Tower of Babel all over again. So what I'm saying is that the Muslims are in this world. We are the chosen ones in this world right now, and Allah is taking us on a great migration. And the leader of that migration is Muhammad, peace be upon him, and upon all the prophets and messengers. And where he's leading us is to the promised land of all the promised lands, to paradise, beyond the grave, beyond this world. And along the way, many will perish because they're worshiping a golden calf. Whether that calf is made out of gold or whether it looks like Jesus or whatever it is, they're worshiping something other than the one, which is what the story's all about. Jesus never said he was God, and he never said to worship him. When people asked him how to pray, he said,